Hello everyone, I am Maitreyi Zogaikar, Assistant Professor in Vidyalankar School of Information Technology. In this video, I am going to explain how to calculate mean, median and mode for group data. Let us understand the basic concepts of mean, median and mode. All these terms are collectively known as measures of central tendency. Mean is nothing but average of the data set which is given to you. Median gives you the middle value or the value which divides the data in two equal parts. Suppose I have the data with 10 elements. So median will divide data into two equal parts. That is, first part will contain 5 elements and second part will contain 5 elements. Mode is the value with maximum frequency. So all these are nothing but measures of central tendency. Let us understand the concept of arithmetic mean or AM. We are going to understand how to calculate arithmetic mean of raw data, and then we are going to understand how to calculate arithmetic mean of frequency distribution. Now what is raw data? So X is the data which is given to you. This data is known as raw data or any random data. There are total 4 elements in X, 4, 5, 6 and 8. So formula to calculate arithmetic mean is X bar. AM is denoted by X bar and it is nothing but summation of all the elements in X divided by total number of elements. So if we see, summation of all the elements is 4 plus 5 plus 6 plus 8 divided by 4, that is total number of elements. Now let us understand what is frequency distribution. We will take the same value of data X, 4, 5, 6, 8. Now here additional information is given to you, that is nothing but frequency of occurrence of each element. That is 4 is occurring 2 times, 5 is occurring 3 times, 6 is occurring 4 times and 8 is occurring 1 time. Now in this case, how to calculate how to calculate arithmetic mean? So here in this case, the formula is X bar is equal to summation F into X divided by summation F. We will understand the formula. Now 4 is the first element with frequency 2. So 4 into 2 plus 5 with frequency 3. So 5 into 3 plus 6 with frequency 4 and 8 with frequency 1. We are dividing with summation of F. So understand the difference in two formulae. The first formula is for raw data where frequencies are not associated, and second represents arithmetic mean of frequency distribution. So in second formula we have multiplied by F in the numerator, and instead of dividing by N we have divided by summation of F. Now let us consider one example. Here you are asked to find the arithmetic mean of the given data. Now if you see the data given, the first column represents height in inches and second column represents number of students. So number of students is nothing but frequency. So meaning is total 5 students have height in between 60 to 62. So let us first write down the formula. As frequencies are associated, we are going to use the second formula which we have seen. That is X bar is equal to summation Fx divided by summation F. Now this data is nothing but group data, where data is mentioned in the intervals. This is known as class interval. The 60 is known as L1 or lower class limit. 62 is known as L2, that is nothing but upper class limit. Now if you see the formula, we require value of F is there in the table. We require value of X. X here is mentioned in the interval. So we need to consider the class mark. Class mark is nothing but midpoint of the class interval. The formula is X is equal to L1, that is lower limit, plus L2, that is upper limit, divided by 2. So if we consider first class interval 60 to 62, the class mark or midpoint of the class interval is 61. So here we are going to add one more column indicating class mark. So if you see, the class mark of first interval is 61. For second interval, that is 63 to 65, the class mark is 64. And for the last value 70 to 74, the class mark is 73. That is nothing but middle value. So here finding out the class mark is important. Now once we have class mark, now we have value of f, we have value of x. Now next thing is, let us add one more column indicating the value of f into x. So if you see here, 5 into 61, that is nothing but 305. 18 into 64, the value is mentioned here. You can find out the remaining values. Now once you find out all the 5 values given, you can take summation of all the 5 values. That is gonna be summation f into x. You can take summation of all the values of column f, that is frequency. That is gonna be summation f. You can substitute all the values here in the formula and you can find out answer for arithmetic mean for group data. Now next sum is to find out median for group data. So class intervals are given to you and frequency of occurrence is given to you. Now first, let us write down the formula to find out the median. Median is equal to L1, that is lower class boundary, plus L2 minus L1 divided by F into bracket n by 2. Now n here is nothing but summation of all the frequencies which are given to you. So n here is nothing but summation of f minus CF. CF here stands for cumulative frequency. So here, as cumulative frequency is required in the formula, we have added one more column indicating the cumulative frequency. Now what is cumulative frequency and how to find it? Now cumulative frequency, as the name suggests, it is summation of all the frequencies till the last point. Now here in first case, starting from 118 to 126 interval, the summation of all the frequencies till last point is going to be 3. Now for calculating cumulative frequency for the second term, that is, we are going to consider now from beginning point to the end point, that is 118 to 135. So we are going to add 3 plus 5 and that is going to be the cumulative frequency up till this interval. For the next interval, we are going to consider 118 to 114. That is, we are going to add all the previous frequencies, that is 3 plus 5 plus 9. Likewise, that is 17. So by considering this rule, we can calculate cumulative frequencies for all the values which are mentioned. Now we have found out the column of cumulative frequency. Now in order to find out the median, the next task is to find out median class. The definition is written here, the class interval for which cumulative frequency is just greater than n by 2 is nothing but median class. Now we have seen definition of median. Median is the value which divides data into two equal parts. So suppose the data has total n elements. It is going to divide data in two equal parts. That is, first part will contain the values n by 2 and second part will contain the values n by 2. So that's why we need the value of n. N is nothing but summation of f, which is nothing but 40. Now n by 2 is going to be 20. So once we find n by 2, we are supposed to locate the class with cumulative frequency just greater than n by 2. So n by 2 here is 20. So frequency which is greater than 20 is 29. So corresponding class interval is nothing but 145 to 153. So the median has to be in between these two values, 145 to 153. Now once we have found out the median class, the next thing is finding out the values which are required. So L1, that is lower class limit, is 145. L2, that is upper class limit, is 153. Frequency corresponding to that class interval is 12. And next we need to find out cumulative frequency. Now here I have highlighted it. Understand, we are going to consider cumulative frequency of the preceding class. because our class interval is starting at 145, so we are going to consider all the frequencies before this 145 point. So we are going to consider cumulative frequency as 17. So if you substitute all the values in the formula mentioned, you can find out the median. Now next sum is to find out mode for group data. The table is given. The first column indicates television viewing time and second column indicates number of students, that is nothing but frequency. This is also group data which is given to you. We will first write down the formula for mode. So this is the formula for mode. The next thing is understand the definition of mode. Mode is nothing but value which occurs more frequently. So value with maximum frequency we are supposed to locate. So we are going to locate the model class, the class interval with maximum frequency. Now if you check the frequency column, the maximum frequency is nothing but 17. So corresponding class is gonna be the model class, that is 10.8 to 11.2. So we got the lower class limit L1, that is 10.8. L2, that is upper class limit, is 11.2. Then we need to find out the three frequencies mentioned in the formula, F0, F1 and F2. F1 is nothing but the frequency or the highest frequency which we have found out. F0 is nothing but frequency preceding the model class. F2 is frequency succeeding the model class. In simple words, F1 is the highest frequency, F0 is frequency before the highest frequency, and F2 is frequency after the higher frequency. Now we have all the values. If you substitute all these values in the formula, you will get the answer of mode. Now let us have a quick overview of what we have seen. The arithmetic, in order to find out the arithmetic mean of a group data, class mark is required. The class mark is nothing but midpoint of the class. In order to calculate median, cumulative frequency is required. Once you have calculated the cumulative frequency, the next task is to locate the median class. Now as median divides the class in two equal parts, so we are going to locate the value of cumulative frequency which is just greater than n by 2. Understand, n here is nothing but summation of f. Mode. So in order to find out mode, we need to locate the model class. Model class is nothing but class with maximum frequency. Thank you. In case of any doubts, you just post a comment